want to tell us everything you know?
I'm not telling you, mother...
You can electrocute him all day. It'll only make him angrier. I, on the other hand, will tell you everything.
What? Really?
Michael Bryce was trying to put his past behind him.
You need to forget bodyguarding. Repeat after me. No bodyguarding.
No. Bodyguarding.
Then he got pulled back in.
Let's go! Jesus!
To protect this homicidal nutbag's wife.
What is he doing here? I said, get anyone but Michael Bryce.
I believe it's pronounced. Thank you.
In 4 days, all of Europe will burn.
They're planning a full-scale cyber attack.
Do not screw this up.
Oh, we are definitely gonna screw this up. I promised my therapist no bodyguarding. Let's not do that, guys. Let's just focus. I got it. No, it's fine. You guys have at it. Maybe feather the brake a bit.
I need you to protect us.
We're trying to have a baby.
May God have mercy on our souls.
Now repeat after me. I'm unlicensed.
I'm unlicensed. That's terrible.
Louder.
I'm unlicensed, and I don't give a... We need guns. We need boats. We need them. Are you ready to get your freak on? What? That came out wrong. Not together. With us. That also came out wrong.
Now let's go do what we do and blow some things up.
I would make a great mother, don't you think?
I think
would make
you,
a great
yes.
Mother? Thank you. It must be your powerful asexuality that makes you such a good listener.
Can we just acknowledge that not only are we safe, this really feels like a new beginning.
It's hard being a reporter.
But if it were easy, everyone would want to do it, right?
Right.
Afternoon, comrades.
Who are you guys? Vigilantes for truth?
We're very entrepreneurial. I'm in high school now, okay? Things are gonna be different. I don't want them to be different.
You have to start doing some normal kid stuff.
Oh my God. Are those dead? I thought I'd already written the most important story of my life, but this was bigger.
This town, there are all sorts of rules you gotta play by.
I think something in Erie Harbor is making people sick.
And they've been covering this up for years.
Messages keep getting clearer. Oh my God. And I ain't got nothing to say.
If we don't figure out what they're covering up, everyone in this town could be in danger. We're not gonna let that happen.
Seriously, Hilby, you're like some old person Reddit feed, but like inside my house.
Something happened somewhere.
This could be how we find Richie. He saw something, and that's why he got taken.
Baby, I just know that it's
Criminal. Trespassing. On a school night.
But in a purposeful way. For a good cause?
we can't start a fire.
You need to get control of your daughter.
Start a fire.
Is that supposed to be some kind of a threat?
Let's go to higher.
We have no idea what these people are capable of.
The hardest stories to cover are the ones you care most about.
We're young, but we are not stupid. I'm not afraid of you! They cannot stop her from speaking the truth.
Most people are good. Some people are bad. But you're the rare gift. So get in and get out. You could always think on your feet anyway.
Not so much tonight.
We sent away so many prematurely.
either by my hand or through you.
We never sent anyone away who didn't have it coming. But we all have to pay for our sins eventually.
Meet you downstairs in the bar and heard your rolled up sleeves in your skull t-shirt. You say why
She's not gonna run. She's gonna lick her wounds, and she's coming after us.
and sniff me out like I was Tanqueray.
Someone killed a friend of mine because of a contract he completed years ago.
Oh, yeah?
You give me answers, I'll be the last thing you ever say.
Why don't you just consider it a mystery best left unsolved?
You know that I'm no good.
You keep this up, you're gonna die.
I just want to end their life. And anyone standing in my way.
You're intrigued by her. Curious.
Give us bad manners.
No. I'd really like to see you again, under different circumstances.
These are the best circumstances you'll ever see me in.
What happened?
A bomb, I think.
I don't know why you came all the way up here. There's nothing left.
There are people out there. People worth saving.
Most people had finally given up hope.
Listen, baby, you're gonna have to talk to me sooner or later. You can't just disappear. Ever since you left, some kind of thing's been coming out of the woods every night. I'm all crazy without her. I'm going around town telling people there's a big bad wolf trying to blow our house down.
Maybe she got tired of waiting around.
You just tell your sister she ought to just come on home.
Yeah, kitty, kitty, kitty.
You see what it did to my door?
How do you know, though?
I saw it. There ain't one town don't have someone saying they seen something they can't explain. You're right about most things, but you're wrong about one thing. You are enough for me, Abby. Hell, I'm not entirely convinced it's not you. You're like a werewolf or something.
Perfect. Think exotic honeymoon. Lindsay Morrison Photography.
Hi. I'm hoping you'll be able to help me with something. I
Just saw your photography book here at this coffee stand.
See the girl in the cute orange top waving at you?
My sister is getting married. Are you available?
You're in luck. I'm Hannah Taylor Hall, Josh's sister. Are you available for the long weekend? Friday through Monday. Thank you for putting us in touch.
Don't mention it.
Okay, so I didn't know who Hannah was. Sue me.
I can't believe you've never heard of the Taylor Halls. Josh, could you show our new friends around the,
Sure, Dad. The original house has been in the family for years. And I think all this because Hannah needed somewhere to put her horse. Taking advantage of the scenery?
I loved the stillness this morning. It was the perfect time to photograph the house. They look so happy together.
She's always known exactly what she wants.
And you?
No, I think too much.
You need a new angle. Come on.
We are in the middle of a golf course.
It's the Perseid meteor shower. I feel like I'm getting to know you a bit.
And how do you feel about that?
Surprise! Well, who is that?
Oh, that's Bronwyn, Josh's ex.
Have you, thought about us? Getting back together?
I just don't think it should be this hard, Bronwyn.
She and Josh will get everything figured out. They always do. I have to head back to the city. I'm sorry.
I think we both know it feels different.
We're just scared to move on. Have you moved on?
I think I have.
Lindsay?
I gotta find her.
I could say anything to him. He saw who I was.
Should I turn the car around then? I'm glad you came back.
So, where do we go from here?
Well, what a perfect day for my beautiful Hannah to get married.
I never connected with someone so quickly.
I happen to think that we'd be pretty good together, Josh Taylor Hall.
Just call her.
Sounds fun.
So I looked up the Queen of Spades. It's like some Bloody Mary. The thing is you need a mirror, and then a Queen of Spades from a deck of cards. And you take the card and you place it against the mirror. You get red lipstick, draw a door, and then you say, Queen of Spades, show yourself 3 times.
Queen of Spades, show yourself. Queen of Spades, show yourself. Queen of Spades, show yourself. Now what?
Anna said you and the others played a joke on her.
It's just a game that the boys wanted to scare us with.
I've been marked, Anna.
Sebastian, what exactly is going on here?
Look at this, okay?
He thinks the Queen of Spades is real. How do we get rid of her?
It is a theory, too dangerous.
We can talk with her, but we can only ask her yes or no questions. Will you kill Katie? Me? Anna?
There she was. There's no medical procedure for demonic possession.
It's crazy. There has to be another way.
You have to trust me.
Ugh, looking good today, my babies. First of all, we met on an online sustainability forum, not a chat room. We're just online friends.
An environment chat room friendship shouldn't last a year 10. Just call him. Tell him how you feel.
Please don't pick up. Please don't pick up. Hello, Jared. Hi, it's me. It's Tenley. I was thinking, maybe we should meet.
Sure. How about coffee tomorrow? Milk and honey at 9:30?
Yes!
How did it go?
He stood me up.
Jared was in a bike accident this morning and brought in to us. You're his wife, right?
Yes, of course.
Right. Now.
See you soon, Mr. Carr.
Hello?
I am Jared's mother, dear Lynn.
Those forms consenting to us continuing the treatment. They saved his life.
Can someone explain to me who this woman is?
She's his wife?
Is anybody gonna mention how messed up this is?
Everett, don't be such a guard dog.
This is just a misunderstanding that spiraled.
I was the financial side, Jared was sustainability. I mean, I know some sustainability, but it's not enough to finish.
I'm a horticulturist.
And that is where you come in, Tammy.
Yeah, tonight has gotten really out of hand.
My son's business depends on it.
It's okay to just admit you need my help. It's Jared's best friend and quasi-brother, I guess. Who needs French wine and Italian cheese when you have all these great local vendors here? All local, all the time, sustainable, and affordable. I guess I never realized how vibrant a family can be until I met yours.
Do you like him?
There is nothing going on with Everett.
Hey.
Hey.
The door's open! Oh my God! See Scar!
I know that I've been a bit protective.
Protective, really? I had not noticed.
Tammy, the chat room girl?
So you do know her.
She's a pen pal, sustainability contact, someone I run business ideas by, nothing more.
The second they mentioned the white thing, I knew that that was a lie.
I swear I was just trying to help. I fell for you, okay?
I know you don't want to hear her name right now, but Tammy did a great job in all this.
Yeah, you saved the company. And you saved my best friend's life.
Denise, what are you saying?
I'm saying I'm breaking up with you.
What? Why?
Goodbye, Dave.
Been exactly a year since Denise and I broke up.
Again, not break up because she dumped you. Give me your cell phone.
What?
Give it to me. Give it to me. Oh.
Can I have my phone back, please?
Dave, this is for your own good. Please, I am begging you, move on.
I can't, okay? I'm in too much pain.
No! That is pain. Do not confuse it with misery.
Why is she marrying someone else? And I was wrong. She needs that movie moment from me.
Okay, I've got news for you, Davey. Cupid does not exist. And if he did, he certainly wouldn't be some freak, pudgy guy in a diaper running around, bringing people together who are destined to spend eternity with one another.
Still alive? Hey!
Weren't you just sitting down at the bar?
You the piss monitor?
This doll's taken.
Meet Henry.
This is the guy Denise is marrying?
You have a chance of bringing back the one that got away and taking her on the very day that she's due to get married to somebody else. Wow, isn't that exciting?
Yeah, I'm sure the kidnapping and beating of her fiancé is exactly the thing to convince her that she should be with me.
It is. A little romantic. What? Shakespearean, really, even if you think about it.
Stop talking, Boris.
Oh my God, hallelujah!
Old pair in love.
Growing up in a religious town like ours, sins were dreaded, even feared.
You and your little posse are parading around school calling yourselves the 7 deadly sins? From now on, you will walk in the path of the Lord.
Once people started calling us the sins, everything changed.
Ladies, it's time we take our sins to the next level.
Salmus Spiritum Vocem.
What's going on? This is a devil chant.
He wants to meet you. He wants you to say his name.
Aubrey Miller. She went missing last night.
We're all in this together, okay?
Satan trembles when he sees God face to face. They are asking for trouble with that behavior.
Oh, Lucifer. before you'd fade. We are so tired of being good little girls. Don't you want to be bad for once in your life?
What I'm about to show you is not an easy thing to see.
Girls?
Yes, yes,
I have
yes,
one
I know.
match dance tomorrow, and I am so not ready.
Is it requests?
Possibly. Hermione.
Okay.
Nobody's ever done anything like this for me before.
Well, my uncle's in the music business.
Really?
You weren't kidding. You're beautiful.
Thank you.
So you want to go professional, huh?
I don't think I'm good enough.
How about I be the judge of it?
Hi, Angie. It's Mom and Dad. Where are you?
We believe your daughter has been trafficked and is being sold on an online site.
Age 16, dark blonde, blue eyes.
You were a good girl last night after you stopped whining.
Calm down. They play along. They know where your parents live. They know who they are. You gotta get her now!
If we move too soon on this, they could go dark and we'll lose her forever.
Let's go! Now! Move!
It's Angie.
What?
Deacon sold you to Ivan. He's taking you to Miami, and once you go across state lines, no one's going to find you.
You're not going anywhere. I know this is tough to do, but I need you to confirm that this is your daughter.
My God.
Vet du vad som är skillnaden mellan rovdjur och flyttdjur?
Det här är vår chans. Annars de behöver dig, Kevin.
Det hände en grej.
Det finns bara en sak bocken kräver. Vet ni vad det är? Allt.
Keep going.
Wait. No.
Billy passed her test. She can drive now.
I can be alone, though. That's what's important. This is my parents' bed, and I sleep in here because I'm scared of monsters in my room.
Really?
Oh!
I love you.
Why can't we just miss people, though? Why do we have to cope? Why can't we just let it happen?
Because it hurts.
I can't believe my dream car is in my driveway.
We're getting the car with all the safety bells and whistles. Something.
Are you guys okay? Hey, you guys need to be okay, because y'all are the reason I'm okay, okay? I love you. I just want us all to be in the moment for the song, because I feel like in life we tend to do things and then we're always looking forward to the next thing. We're never thinking about what's happening right now. And this is happening right now. We are never gonna be in this moment ever again. So why don't we be in the moment, yeah?
One more. There's 2 more shows.
This is one.
I'm the bad guy. I'm a bad guy.
Barbraliam Daviam, Cascritus, Hermosa Cemter.
Ejam pieteikties latviešu pulkos! Ir laiks cīnīties!
Ir nu gan tev varena armija. Bērni, desertieri un bēgļi.
Uzlikt durkļus! Gatavoties uzbrukumam! Strēlniek vanag! Es! Jūs ziņosiet ceļu pārējiem!
Kamēr neesam mājās, vēl skaļš nav beidzies.
Šau!
17 atzinības par izcilu šaušanu.
Mēs ātri atgriezīsimies.
Par nodevību sots nošaušana!
It's interesting because we did the initial shoot and then we did some additional photography. The initial shoot was tricky in that I spent a lot of the time feeling confused as to what was going on. And Viola's confused, so it feels like it should work, but it was like trying to navigate how Viola and Todd work together. You know, it's a tricky thing making relationships right when there are 100 other things going on. So I always felt that Viola was a bit, not darker, but when I watched the film, I was surprised by the lightness with which Viola operates. And I think the additional photography was actually really helpful because I think everyone had had a chance to figure out like how the relationship was really gonna work, and then me and Tom knew each other a bit longer, so it was like easier for us to have more of like a repartee.
But I'm afraid of her, right? Yeah. I think you're afraid of her that first second because you're like, whoa, and then that's gotta... And then just inquisitive. Inquisitive.
So all of those things were actually really, really helpful to come back and tweak, and we had a couple new scenes.
I'm pretty sure Mom's a witch.
Your mom is not a witch. She doesn't understand you yet. You're a tomboy, you don't want to wear dresses anymore.
Tomboy's just another type of girl, but I'm not a girl.
I'm sorry, I don't follow you.
I'm in the wrong body, okay? I'm a boy!
Did you hear what I just said about Joe? She said that she is a boy.
You messed her up. I think it's best that you stay away. You've got one body, you've got one path, and God's got the game plan.
I can't stay here.
You really want to go with me? I'll be back. Be ready.
Joe?
You think our mountains are big here in Montana?
What?
Wait till you see them in Canada. You just gotta go here, across the river. That's it.
I do not understand why you are not out there finding my kid.
I'm gonna do everything in my power. We are going to find your child.
Okay.
Am I okay? Look who I'm with. Look where we are. I am beyond okay.
Breaking news. An 11-year-old local girl, Josie Johnson, disappeared from her bedroom.
We're outlaws, son.
Now they're coming after us.
You understood what we were doing!
What was the plan? You were supposed to protect me.
Joe's Joe. It's not some lump of clay that you just pound into something.
They're gonna bring them both back, right?
And it feels like time is moving slow. And it feels like I don't know.
Joe! Did you just for it.
What are you doing here? You can't come here.
They're digging up the woods. We've got to move her before they dig her up.
3 years ago, my sister went out one night to a party and she just never came home. The police searched for her and they never found her. Did you see Elise Fox?
Not that I know of.
People who go to parties, they come home drunk. They get confused about what happened when and what happened at all. There must be somebody who can help. There must be somebody. Please. Please.
Is this your wife? Nathan, what have you done? Why would you marry the dead girl's sister?
I love her. Don't mention my wife again.
Holly doesn't know. We have to tell her.
Tell her what?
That you were there. That night her sister died.
All we gotta do is leave her be, leave her where she is.
We can't. She's haunting me, Nathan.
Where were you? Are you going to tell me?
I can't. I've been through a lot of stress. And stress can make you do funny things.
Nathan, what have you done?
Prstenje, lanci, naušnice, sve je ovdje da se preda.
Nemojte mi to. To mi od pokojne majke, ne uzimaju to, te molim.
Mene je majka zavjetovala da te čuvam.
Ja te zavjetujem da čuvaš i moju djecu ako se meni šta desi.
Ne uzimaj mi ga!
Ne ostavljate me se i kao umor. Tamo. Niko nas neće razdvojiti. Sve kad ti se kune.
Ovo ti je logor smrti. Odavle i Lazane.
Ti moraš sve izdurat. Sve, Daro moja.
Gdje ćeš ti, mama?
I have to know your name.
It's Donna.
Donna, it's never too late to dream. You know what? Sometimes you can be a really ungrateful bitch. Let go of me.
I feel stuck.
What do you mean?
I never know what mood he's gonna be in.
How you gonna raise 3 kids with no job, no money, and no husband? Watch me.
Don't stop fighting for your kids. Or for yourself. Women gotta be stronger than pretty. You look like a warrior to me.
Rue was the first girl that didn't just look at me. She actually saw me. The me that's underneath a million layers of not me.
So why'd you run away?
It was your idea. I know it was my idea, but I don't think it's a good idea anymore.
Maybe I deserve it.
Rue. Why'd you call me?
Turning 30, does it feel different?
Like, I guess I hit all the marks I'm supposed to hit in my 20s. Married, employed. I'm probably not gonna die poor and lonely, so yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah, but I didn't ask if you were doing great. I asked if you felt different.
If something were to happen, is it worth risking what we have?
We're solid. We're solid, right?
Hey, guys.
We're dating.
Like how?
Who does what with who and what goes in?
John, we just don't want to see you guys throw away what you have.
We've never been happier.
So we're all in this relationship, but you two are still in your own relationship. To us. I just want a normal relationship.
No, you don't. Otherwise, you would have one. What's a normal relationship anyway?
I'm never sure of anything. I'm still not sure about this.
Maybe it's not about being sure or unsure. Maybe it's just about being brave.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
Come together. There's a logical explanation.
It's a ghost.
What? So we're dealing with a, ghost writer?
My pocket watch has stopped. If you don't mind, I'd appreciate the time.
There's a talking rabbit that nobody can see but us.
I think the ghost who was sending us messages also sent us the rabbit.
This way. You're gonna think this is bizarre, but what if your grandma's ghostwriter? She did bring us all together. Grandpa said even though Grandma's gone, she'll always be with us.
Your grandma had this old letter. She even kept it in a fancy box.
Secret letter?
Did y'all say you need help finding something? Because I'm real good at finding stuff.
I don't think Grandma wanted anyone to find this. Until now.
The letter was signed S.
Who's S?
What was that?
A clue from Ghostwriter. Follow what?
Follow the money.
Check? If we can see the signature, we'll know if that guy is S. You knew Ruben's grandma?
She was sure that this bookstore was haunted.
So if your grandma knew there was a ghost in the bookstore,
Then maybe she's not the ghost. Whoa! GW's painting.
Cobalt mask.
There's no author in here. That's a first.
This is gonna be interesting.
rumor has it, there's an unpublished Mason Briggs manuscript.
That's Ghost Rider. He's back.
Maybe it's the number of the storage unit. This must be the typewriter he used to write the manuscript.
What else can be written on a typewriter?
A secret letter? Mason Briggs wrote this letter to my grandma. Mason Briggs is a made-up name.
You are correct. Mason Briggs is a pseudonym.
I can't believe we hit another dead end.
Ew, don't touch random things on the subway.
Check it out. This newspaper's from the future.
Everything in this book has built to this moment.
High stakes and full of suspense.
Can you believe GW is sending us on a time travel mystery?
Yes, I can.
Adam. 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 They were there. They were there. And then they were gone.
Adam.
Yeah. Come on. Really? What? I'm not making it up. I saw it. You saw it. Would you believe me if I told you I didn't know how I got here?
I know you. You got some tricks up your sleeve.
When I look at the clouds, falling rain on the grass, they run away from me.
The idea of you is the only thing keeping me alive.
The idea of me is slowly killing you.
Let me know when you lace him up again, kid. He used to be something to see.
Any advice?
Yes. Go home.
I owe you a drink.
You don't.
I could use one.
I bet you never fight in the ring again.
You owe me big time.
I got nothing to prove.
I know you don't. Do you?
So you're that boy, the one that's been hanging around my daughter.
Who's this little boy?
Me?
Look, I want you to stay, okay?
Thanks, Mac.
Yeah, well, it ain't over till it is.
This week we naturally provide you with another original episode. This time it's about one of the most popular animation franchises of recent years, namely How to Train Your Dragon. After 3 hugely successful movies, the last of which was released in 2019, there's unfortunately no 4th part in sight. Today, we talk about how likely it seems that a 4th part will be released after all and what it could be about. So, have fun with our newest video. First, we'll recap the storyline from parts 1 to 3 to bring you up to date. In the first part from 2010, we dive into the world of the Viking offspring Hiccup. In contrast to his comrades, Hiccup is very dainty and has little in common with the fearsome Viking. Just like his father, the chieftain Stoik, Hiccup has the desire to kill a dragon. As the Viking village is suddenly attacked by dragons, young Hiccup is given the chance to prove to his father and everyone else exactly what he's capable of. At first, he succeeds in shooting down a Night Fury, a particularly dangerous species. Against the old Viking tradition, however, the two become friends and Hiccup's life is turned completely upside down. Finally, the fight between dragons and villagers is proclaimed to be over, and both sides live peacefully with each other from then on. In part 2 from 2014, Hiccup and Toothless, as he names his dragon, have been friends for 5 years. During one of their many exploratory adventures, they come across a mystical ice cave populated by many dragons and especially the legendary Dragon Rider. It eventually turns out that the masked rider is Hiccup's mother, who was believed dead, and that she lives among the dragons here exploring the actually peaceful beasts. The unscrupulous Drago Bloodbeast, who fears nothing, sees things differently and wants to train the dragons for his army. In the end, the conflict ends mildly for the villagers as Drago loses control of his army and has to flee. Hiccup is appointed chieftain due to his outstanding achievements, and the village is rebuilt. Part 3 was released in 2019 and continues the story of the previous ones. Hiccup and his girlfriend Astrid take care of the day-to-day business in Berk, while Toothless has risen to become the leader of the dragon colony. The peace does not last for long, of course, since a new threat looms. On the one hand, a Light Fury enters the life of Toothless, on the other hand, the evil dragon hunter Grimmel is after the dragon leader. The solution to the problem is to discover the so-called secret world where the dragons can live in peace. After a difficult confrontation with Grimmel and the discovery of the secret world, the alpha dragon Toothless finally manages to lead his fellow dragons to the secret world. Hiccup and Astrid's personal happiness also flourishes more than ever as the two marry the following winter after settling down on the new island. The film series ends with Hiccup and his family flying away on Toothless and Stormfly, and his voice off screen saying that he wants to keep the dragon's existence a secret until humanity is mature enough for them to coexist peacefully. In addition to the 3 main films, there's also the small but nice Christmas special called How to Train Your Dragon Homecoming from 2019. The story revolves around the now significantly aged spouses Astrid and Hiccup and their 2 children Zephyr and Nothing. They're all preparing for Snuggle-Talk, which is a big family celebration with plenty of presents hidden in the Vikings' helmets. Over the course of the 22-minute spin-off, Father Hiccup tells his children how important peace with the dragons is, and as if by magic, Hiccup's old companion Toothless appears to share one last great adventure and to reminisce with his former master. Before we discuss a potential plot for a 4th part, it should be said that director Dean DeBlois has already clarified several times that no 4th part is planned and that the 3rd part has already completed the storyline. Many fans were hoping that the relatively large time jump at the end of How to Train Your Dragon 3 would make room for more content, and this is where the older Hiccup and the older Toothless are united with their families. The 22-minute Christmas special How to Train Your Dragon Homecoming also makes you long for more, as even the story of Part 3 somewhat continued there. In our opinion, there are 4 possibilities for a continuation of the How to Train Your Dragon series. On the one side, there could of course be a direct sequel to Part 3 in terms of content. For example, the plot could be set after this special homecoming and tell a final story of Hiccup and Toothless. 2 would likely have another exciting adventure, but ultimately such a sequel would probably feel very repetitive and unnecessary. The ending of Part 3 fits wonderfully with the conclusion to the film series and is a successful ending for both the fans and the studio. Thus, a seamless sequel is the most unrealistic scenario in our opinion. The second possibility would be a story of Hiccup's children Nothing and Zephyr. They could have reached teenage or adulthood after a time jump and follow in their father's footsteps. For instance, 2 parallel stories of the siblings' existence could be told and the story could eventually be brought together. Besides the aged characters from the previous 3 parts, new characters could be introduced without losing the charm of the original. The main problem at this point is that Hiccup simply cannot be left out of the main role, and that overall we know far too little about the children. In addition, the time jump that would be necessary from part 3 to part 4 would probably feel kind of odd given that the parts before only covered a period of few years. Something we also consider possible is a prequel that takes place before the first part. This third scenario is not unlikely, especially because neither the universe nor the characters would have to be changed. They could, for example, focus on life before Hiccup's birth or tell the story of the village of Berk, thus show the audience a bit more of the truly lovingly designed world. As a fourth and final option, we also envision 1 or more spin-offs. In any case, the film universe has enough interesting side characters. Stories about the former lives of Hiccup's parents, Astrid, or, of course, Toothless come to mind. In the case of the latter, for example, they could tell us how the dragon got to Berk in the first place and how he became the dragon he is. We definitely think this is the most likely option, partly due to the fact that this scenario offers a lot more creative possibilities. The fourth scenario is also supported by the fact that director Debla already wrote off the rest in 2014. Things would be different with spin-offs, of course, since the original by author Cressida Cowell also consists of 12 books. Hence, the franchise is far from dead, but it's highly unlikely that fans can expect a seamless follow-up in the form of a possible part 4. Now, naturally, we're interested in your opinion. How likely do you think a sequel to the How to Train Your Dragon series is, and which scenario would you prefer? Feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section below.
Whatever this is.
Don't hide that. It's what makes you you.
You're engaged? This is crazy fast.
Tell me what you did with other women. Turns me on.
Help! Somebody help! I had this hallucination.
I don't want to ruin this.
I want to be connected to you forever.
Something around you is making you sick.
Tell me what's really going on. Tell me what the hell's going on! Who are you?
I don't know.
So, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time?
What do you want to be doing?
What's the plan?
I just want to be happy. I want to learn everything.
I'll be stinking rich.
He's going to London.
London.
I'm getting out of here. I'll be staying at 23 Piss Off Avenue, London, W fuck. The districts and men like us have always been hidden away in secret. But then there's the real world.
There's a million pubs and things. I love it here. I came to London and I thought, great, I can be gay.
We're gonna party every night. Morning.
Morning.
Have you seen this?
He said, she said, they said. They're always saying something.
They think it's this virus, AIDS.
There are boys dying all over the world from sex.
Don't be ridiculous. That would be all over the news.
The government knows all about it and they're keeping it quiet.
Do you think there's an illness that only kills gay men? The whole thing is a pack of lies.
You don't get better from AIDS, do you?
I don't think anyone knows.
It's all we ever hear.
Don't you ever think you should stop
Stop what?
sex?
Have you been tested for HIV?
Could get anyone. What's going to stop it spreading?
This disease is terrifying. We're here to go guns blazing together.
I've got some news for you. We're gonna live.
Wait, sweetie, come back. Come on out. It's okay. I won't hurt you. Do you like wagon rides?
My life in Fitzgerald used to be quiet and reclusive.
You gotta put yourself out there and start making some friends.
But when Snowball came into my world, he turned it upside down. You were just the cutest little snowball. Hey, that's what I'll call you. Snowball.
Have you seen anything like running around town or anything that's kind of strange?
Yeah, my merchandise? We ran into some unforeseen circumstances. Not interested in excuses, Vince.
What if he escaped from a zoo or something?
I checked. No missing lions.
We follow these wagon tracks, we're gonna be right back in the business.
I'm sure someone's looking for him.
No more games.
None of the wagon and bike tracks.
Gotcha. Meow.
These guys kidnapped Snowball.
We need to call the cops.
There's no time for that. I have to go get him.
Okay, let's go try and find him.
Discover a friendship
Wish we could stay together forever. I got you back, buddy.
that's a wild adventure.
There, that's the truck. Snowball. Oh my God, they're coming.
We have to go.
I'm not leaving him.
You're not leaving him, but I'm not leaving you.
Robert Nepper, Wade Williams, Branscombe Richmond, Melissa Colazzo, and Snowball.
We're gonna get you out of here.
Go get my lion!
Let's go.
Stay still!
Nobody's gonna hurt you ever again.
Lena and Snowball.
Oh no.
Was it my imagination? Talk to me.
I have visions. I write them down and people pay to read them.
Scott had a history of becoming unstuck to reality.
Where'd you go?
He called it being gone.
Where'd you go?
I don't know how to do this without you.
Come back.
I'm on a bull hunt. What's a bull hunt? Like a scavenger hunt Scott and his brother made up when they were kids.
Mrs. Landon, I just thought I'd give it one more try in person. Scott's unpublished works need to be collected, examined.
You're never going to see his papers.
She won't let them go. I'll get those papers for you. Scott Landon's books change. Do you remember that night you asked if I was crazy?
I believed in it. That's how strong his imagination is.
There's a place. I'll take you there.
What is this? Where are we?
You solve all the riddles, find all the clues, and you get a prize.
Where we went today, was it real? Or was it my imagination? Is it Doctor? Mr. Empty? Won't you tell me what's wrong with me? He's gone, but he keeps pushing me.
Toward what?
Was it real? Or was it my imagination?
Hi, Paxton. We heard London's in total lockdown.
We are all locked in this psychological prison of burning aloneness.
How's Linda?
She's somewhere in the house.
Is there some type of issue?
We are fine.
Not only is everything not okay, nothing is okay.
Linda said she was planning to end our thing.
Nobody wants to live alone.
For
2 weeks, we are locked together here.
You know, you think I'm so happy and normal.
No, I'd never accuse you of being happy and normal. I've been furloughed. Now there is literally zero purpose to my life. I'm going to get provisions.
We need milk, bread.
Wait, how many asses have you got?
Piss off.
The nice people that I fired, they were fired because of me.
It's not about the virus, it's about who I am and what I do for a living.
You fired them well.
Thank you.
Is that a glass of wine?
Yes, yeah, it is.
We have a situation, Paxton. All the major department stores are closing. They want everything out in the next 4 days.
We have a problem. At Harrods, we have $4 million worth of jewelry. Someone's gonna have to pack the valuables up.
I believe you're a man who can be trusted.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I can be trusted.
It's gonna have to be someone that we trust, so that means inevitably it's gonna be me. What are you taking out of Harrods?
A diamond.
Since lockdown, I'm looking back at myself like that was then, and this is now.
The bastards who told me to fire those people, they're bad. You and I are good, and good is better than bad.
You're talking about stealing a diamond. £3 million. Live wild or die, Linda.
And I'm feeling good.
Harrods is the most glamorous store in the world. I know all the security guards. I know the security systems.
I just need to get the gentleman's name.
His name? Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe!
Wow!
What can go wrong?
Lockdown one last ride.
O Lord who art in heaven,
Oh my God, my God!
forgive us the sin of deception.
Aging Edgar Allan Poe. Mr. Edgar Allan Poe, please report to security.
It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Who'd have thought a month ago we'd be doing this?
Not me.
And I'm feeling good.
Ist zu empfindsam. Wie seine Musik. Hört er wirklich nichts?
Gar nichts, Madame. Ist stocktaub.
Wer von euch ist der Louis? Wenn ich heute Abend das Hoforchester dirigiere, kannst du mir da mit den Noten ein bisschen zur Hand gehen?
Würden Sie den Ludwig unterrichten? Ich glaube, bei Ihnen könnte er noch was lernen.
Das hast du alles gespielt?
Ja.
Und wie hast du das studiert?
Na, abgespielt.
Was steht hier? Was da steht? Mit 8 hat Mozart schon seine erste Symphonie komponiert. Er muss üben, 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 üben.
Haben Sie überhaupt je begriffen, was für ein Talent in Ihrem Sohn steckt? Haydn ist in der Stadt. Er will dich spielen hören.
Der Herr ist ein begnadeter Musiker. Er wird in der Welt noch von sich reden machen.
Wer soll sich das anhören? Diese vielen Dissonanzen, diese vielen Stimmen, die nicht zueinander passen.
Sie wollen, dass ich die Fuge wegschmeiße.
Die Zeiten ändern sich. Es brodelt an allen Ecken und Ecken. Die Stimme der Freiheit ist nicht mehr zu überhören. Ludwig, und du kannst die Begleitmusik dazu komponieren.
Was? Die Menschen verletzen, die dich lieben. Ich verletze niemanden. Ich sage die Wahrheit. Wie mit meiner Musik.
Die Dinge ändern sich. Ich wollte das nie wahrhaben.
Had to get a new phone this morning. Garbage disposal 1, Ellie 0. My new number used to belong to Cassidy Clark.
What are the odds that you'd inherit a famous fashion designer's number?
She keeps getting these text invites.
You never know who you might meet at these places.
I'm here for the portfolio review.
I have Cassidy's designs. I'm at the Fashion Institute.
Where's my portfolio? Some guy named Colin took it?
Hey!
Give me that portfolio!
Wait. This isn't Cassidy Clark's?
I was filling in for her.
I'm Cassidy's investor. I have a proposition.
I get to finish a collection. Apparently she's AWOL. I'm ghostwriting, but for clothes. It's Colin.
Who's this Colin? Cute, single, sane?
Jury's still out.
This is my boss, Marla. Allie's an amazing fashion designer.
I'd also like you to handle the boutique opening.
I want to take Cassidy's designs and make them edgier.
These are really, really amazing.
Nice save.
Do you want to see the boutique? You okay?
I think he's interested in more than just your designs.
You're talented, you are smart, you are good with mannequins. Clarissa, keep an eye on her. She's trouble.
Eddie's more. So you can impress Colin? Colin's email said it's gonna be a wild party. Guess we didn't get the everyone wear white memo. Fashion is about self-expression.
I can spot someone who puts their heart into what they do.
I used to think that dandelions were real flowers.
My parents used to rip them out in the front yard. How can it be bad if you can make a wish on them? Cassidy.
Who are you? She's here. Well, now I'm literally an imposter. If Colin's right for you, he won't care. I have Cassidy's old phone number. That's how I ended up the portfolio review.
You've been lying to me this whole time?
Some dreams are worth fighting for. And some people are too.
I didn't realize how unhappy I was until I met you.
This is definitely a dandelion.
I don't think you can actually make a wish on that one.
That's okay. They've all come true.
My dearest Sarah, I'm sorry we haven't spoken for so long.
Sarah, it's Isabella. I'm outside our bakery, waiting for you.
Perhaps we could meet up and discuss your brilliant bakery. It's time we spoke again. All my love, Mum.
Mimi Karachi?
Yes?
You know this girl? She's my best friend's daughter.
And where's your friend?
What the hell are you gonna do? There is somebody I could still try.
I didn't expect you to have quite so much. Please just tell me where we're going.
Isabella. Mom would have wanted us to open this bakery, so that is what we're going to do. You can definitely see its potential.
What, it's cracked in?
What's that smell?
Cat's piss.
Croissants, fresh from the oven.
I'm here about the baking job. It's a rose macaron filled with rose petal and lychee cremure and fresh raspberries.
The batter's undermixed.
Sorry?
Not by much, but it could do with a few more folds.
There are 4 other bakers. What makes you so special?
Why don't you try one and tell me?
Good luck.
Here we go.
Wow, crowds.
This city is home to people from all over the place. We make our bakery something to remind them of home.
You were her best friend. If anyone can put her spirit into this, it's you. So you're gonna join me or what?
Love, Sarah.
Hi, I'm James.
We're both geeks, but with the sexy edge.
That's my boy, Chris. And that's my wife, Barbara. Isn't she something? I married the most beautiful woman in the world. New York is such a magical place. You feel like anything can happen.
I want a divorce.
Those are my best friends. They're getting a divorce.
Go!
Oh, you've got it.
My parents are separating too, apparently.
Jay!
Even our babysitter is having love problems. But there are a series of interesting women around.
I'm your new neighbor. This isn't happening.
What do you think?
So, life never gets boring. And despite everything, my crazy family and friends love each other and me. Most of the time. So life is good. Oh, I forgot to say, Barbara and I got divorced. I don't know what to do to win her back. Camilla, I think I'm still in love with my ex-wife.
Well, that's never gonna work out. She's way too classy. I don't know how much longer I can take this.
You know, when you were little, you asked for a kitchen playset. And we made you learn on the real thing.
Ah, so it's all your fault.
I'm looking for the best food in town.
Well, you found it.
No, you pick. You're the chef, right?
Hey, Courtney.
Hey.
Table for two, please.
Lunch date with Annie?
No, he's my hot date.
Do I know you?
Wait, you don't recognize him? This is the best pitcher to come out of Wallace.
I don't watch baseball.
Oh, really?
Well, welcome back, Jake Turner.
Thank you, Courtney Preston.
I learned everything from my dad and worked as sous chef at a place in Brooklyn. Then I moved back last summer to look after the restaurant.
I got a business proposal. I'm a pastry chef. I was hoping that I could provide you with desserts until I figure things out.
I'm entering the Only in Idaho competition, and you're gonna help me.
What if we did farm to table with the same menu? Same recipes, better ingredients.
How's working with him?
It's good.
Do you enjoy spending time with him?
I enjoy spending work time with him.
You're gonna feel it change, right?
Yeah.
Becomes beautiful. There you go. The call last night was from Martin. It was an offer for a pitching coach job in Arizona.
I want to show you things. Your bakery.
I don't even know if bakery is a good idea.
It's a good dream. I'd like to have my own dream. The restaurant is close to my heart, but I want something of my own. This restaurant is what I've always wanted. I'm home.
We are an Only in Idaho finalist. Did you know that? We're very proud.
Hey, you can't do that during business hours.
Can I help you?
Shouldn't you be starting your new job today?
I'm finally where I want to be. And now there's in you.
Hello, Max. Your son has just been released on bail. We suspect he's involved in the production or distribution of this new drug. Our intelligence is limited. We're in need of your help.
Theo, where is he?
If I let him go, what do I get in return?
I'm ready. Got nothing to lose.
Nitro Rush. Perfect drug. What I'm interested in is the recipe. Protected by its designers. Kind of psychopathic.
So you want to steal it? We'll need equipment. We'll need to train.
They've been working on this formula for 5 years, and they'd rather die than give it away.
I'm doing it to protect you, Theo.
I don't need to be protected. You really want to help him?
I want to help him. Get him out of here. Either I go back to prison, or I get killed.
And you, Max, what's your plan?
Run!
Is Gilead reasserting its power? Here to talk it through are two of the show's stars, Bradley Whitford, who plays the enigmatic Commander Joseph Lawrence, and Madeline Brewer, who plays Janine, the handmaid with her heart on her sleeve. And a patch on her eye, by the way.
I literally have a heart tattooed on my arm because I wear my heart on my sleeve.
We are so honored to have both of you here to talk about what is, becoming an incredible season of the show. And now we're up to episode 5. And our burning question centers on Gilead reasserting its power up until this episode. In this episode, what can you say about that? What is the state of that system as it stands?
I think from Lawrence's perspective, I know he's trying to reassert his power. I honestly don't know where he is headed. I think he sees an opportunity to perhaps change Gilead.
And do you think the decisions he's making now are about saving Gilead or destroying it from the inside out so that can be his legacy?
I do think he is thinking about legacy. I do think he's trying to make up for something. But there's always this barely contained contempt for the structures of Gilead. He's disgusted by it. Oh, shoot, my dog.
It's okay, it happens.
By the way, no pets in Gilead.
No pets in Gilead, no. No. So Bradley brings up a great point, and I'd love to talk about this with you, is sort of the vulnerabilities of a system like Gilead. There's a lot of sort of veneer of strength, but underneath that, you see a lot of holes and a lot of places where people can take advantage. As a handmaid, in what way do those women possibly have access to those failings?
I don't know how this is going to sound as I say it, but sex is powerful, and
that's what the whole show's about, right?
Is very influential, and even a batshit crazy one-eyed handmaid can influence the powers that are these great commanders. You see the cracks in their armor because they are only human and they are susceptible to human flaw.
This idea of creating a system based on the subjugation of women whose currency is sex, but then it's also men's most vulnerable piece of the system.
They're chasing power. They're not actually trying to establish a nation.
That makes sense.
That's so prevalent this season. You see the hunger for power only.
It's interesting. There's Stacey, you were just talking about this. There's real fear about the power of a woman's sexuality.
And that is actually the exact core theme of this entire show. The fear of the uprising of the woman. And,
Yes.
and actually on that note, and sort of loosely tied to that, was bombing Chicago a message for June? What do you think?
I'm in the rubble somewhere. I'm not even thinking about that. So I'm going to let you go ahead.
But Bradley, what do you think? What do you think the value is of an act like this? In this this is wartime, right? This is an act of war on a somewhat smaller scale, but it is an act of war.
I think it's a futile act. It's the insanity of oppression, because it will ultimately come back and destroy the oppressor.
Right. But I want to talk about Gilead on a larger scale. And it is the biggest question of this episode when we talk about Gilead is, does the resistance stand a chance now?
I personally felt like it's a little disorganized because,
Yes,
we've been seeking
it does seem that way. Mhm.
Mayday is our North Star. It's our thing that we are our reason.
Right.
We need to connect with Mayday, and Mayday, when we leave and we're officially out and we're in Chicago, Mayday doesn't even exist there. He doesn't even know what that is. Is Mayday something that Gilead has built?
Right.
Is Mayday just a system within Gilead?
Right.
It
seems theoretical at this point.
Were we fighting Gilead with Gilead? What? It almost felt like a betrayal to me a little bit. Was Mayday ever the way out?
Well, I want to thank both of you for being here. That was a tough question. I'm not sure we parsed through all the nuances of it, but it's given me a lot more to think about, as if we needed more. But thank you so much for joining us.
Maddie, it's great to see you both eyes.
Oh, thank you. Great to see you.
Yes, it is wonderful to see you with both eyes open. Use the hashtag #OneBurningQuestion and tell us what you think. Thank you so much for watching.
Listen to me. This meeting is completely unofficial. You cannot even mention my ministry.
Trust me.
The Oslo Channel began with the hopes of creating a dialogue between the Palestinians and Israel. If this fails, lives will be ruined.
Why would I accept your help? A discussion held somewhere isolated, where you and the PLO can meet.
I have never met an Israeli face to face.
A secret Norwegian channel between Israel and the PLO.
You're a junior minister, and Terry's just a sociologist.
You are my first Jew.
In my country, we see you as terrorists and murderers.
In my country, we see you as a savage nation whose army shoots our children for sport.
back into business with this man.
The progress that was made in one 2-day meeting, it's beyond imagination.
Their ways are strange, but through their methods, we have begun a true dialogue between our peoples.
Our countries live in the past, both obsessing over what we have lost. Let us find a way to live in the present.
Oh my God, I love it. If you take one more step, I swear I will divorce you.
It is illegal for an Israeli official to speak to the PLO.
If you continue down this path and the world finds out what you are all doing, there will be riots. Blood will be spilled.
Your fighting is killing your own children.
Our fighting has forced you to fear us!
You will accept this document that we've all agreed to when we are done.
Lo siento, María. Es que no puedo firmar una hipoteca a 30 años contigo.
No es a 30 años. Es a 25.
Gustavo me ha dejado, Chris. Perdóname un segundo.
Hola, cariño.
Estoy agotado.
Amor. Eres una genio. Esto me lo dices porque follo guay. Te lo digo en serio. Solo hace falta que alguien te descubra.
Gustavo me ha dejado.
¿Tú crees que soy una persona estricta?
Eres un poco rigidilla, ¿no?
¿Qué haces?
Voy a hacer cosas muy locas. Voy a follar, voy a cantar, voy a bailar. Me voy a drogar.
Estás embarazada de 7 semanas.
Tú y yo vamos a tener un hijo, no nos conocemos de nada.
¿Tú qué quieres hacer? Yo quiero ser madre.
Yo quiero una familia normal. Tú es que tienes la soltería mitificada.
¿Y tú el matrimonio?
No, cariño, no.
Me he convertido en la madre de tus hijas. Ya no me miras como mujer. Llevamos en crisis 3 años, Pablo.
Tienes casi 40 años y sigues siendo la eterna adolescente.
Yo lo único que quiero es pintar.
No te estás ganando la vida con ello.
Desde pequeños nos meten en la cabeza querer es poder. ¿Qué pasa si quieres y no puedes? ¿Eres una fracasada?
No voy a poder con todo sola. Y no te preocupes, que todo va a salir bien.
Chicas, por nuestras nuevas vidas.
Por nosotros.
Que lo vamos a requetepetar.
מחולה עלייך. משגעת אותי, את לא יודעת כמה. זו שיחה שלי.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe là?
J'ai des questions pour vous. Tu t'appelles Nathalie Amiel.
Oui.
Tu t'es mariée avec Eran.
Oui.
Tu l'as tué.
Non.
Qu'est-ce que ça peut ça?
Je m'en souviens pas.
יש לי חתיכת אמנזיה. מכות וצלקות וסימנים מוזרים על הגוף.
Elle a été maltraitée par son mari.
J'ai pas besoin d'aide. J'ai rien fait, personne n'a fait aucun mal.
Vous savez peut-être quelque chose qui pourrait l'aider.
Vous êtes venu pour m'interroger? Elle n'était pas OK avec ce mariage. תסלח לי שאני שואלת אותך את זה, אבל אתה והאח שלך אתם הייתם קרובים?
Vous croyez comprendre, mais vous ne comprenez rien.
Celui qui a fait ça peut le faire encore. Non!
Elle סומכת עליה?
לא יודע. Je comprends pas. Je sais pas, mais c'est pas moi. אתה יודע שצריך לבקש סליחה מהמתים? וגם צריך לסלוח. למה מה שהם עשו? after the funeral as Andy instructed. Who's that guy? That's Dex. It's a nice bike.
Thanks.
Is that a 66 Superhawk?
Yeah.
Don't see many of those anymore. I just don't understand why she would leave me half her candy store with him. He's been like a son to her. Aunt Dee would want us to take her brand nationwide, which just so happens to be my expertise. I bring investors to small businesses.
Aunt Dee's is fine just the way it is. Doesn't need any changes.
Okay.
Who owns the other 50%?
Convincing this guy to go bigger is gonna be tough. Aunt Dee left me this letter. I don't believe it. Open each envelope on the corresponding day of the festival. Welcome to the 30th annual Sweet Autumn Fest.
When you need inspiration, you know where to go.
Inspiration can only find you if you're out looking too. Love, Aunt Dee. Dex! You and I both know how wonderful those candies are. Why not share them all over the country? Over here! Wide open!
You're just in time for the taffy demonstration. Nice technique, partner.
Back at you, partner.
Now, Dee and I would have some great conversations out here. She could pretty much get me to open up about anything.
You're a little bit of a closed book.
I have a tough time letting go. Let go and freedom will flow. It's one of Aunt Dee's candy wrapper philosophies.
Why don't we keep her tradition alive with our own words of wisdom?
Maggie and I have a team of investors lined up, ready to bring this operation national.
Did you help him put this together?
I am sorry that I made you feel like I went behind your back in any way.
I don't know, Dad. I thought I knew her. Talk to her. Tell her how you really feel. I didn't think things would get so complicated.
We can do anything with Aunt Dee's shop. I just don't want to lose you. Aunt Dee was also trying to bring us together.
If you're reading this wrapper, you've found each other.
Well done, partner.
Back at you, partner.
Is that a 66 Superhawk? I don't see many of those.
Gather round, children. The Earth was destroyed by a great war. I was programmed to protect you. And now we start again. Does anyone know the story of the three little pigs? The first little pig built a house out of straw. The second little pig built a house out of sticks. But the third little pig, he built a house out of stone. One day, a big bad wolf came along and said, little pig, let me in, or I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house in.
The big bad wolf she was talking about?
Mother?
That's her.
Miles, my man!
Hey, Avi.
How's your day going so far?
Corporate headquarters. Could have been better. No offense. You got an awful life.
Jane?
I have 100 grand in student loans, a terrible job, and a boss who films upskirts of me.
He needs to pay now.
I am here to help.
Yeah.
While you two are meeting with Schmeltz, I'm gonna sneak into his office. Corporate data for sale.
This makes Facebook's data breach look like a tea party. That entire place is corrupt. Someone has to put an end to it.
Everything we need is on that drive.
Let's hope we didn't just completely blow up our lives.
As someone who audited a pre-law class at Saddleback Community College, you only go to jail if you get caught.
Hit it! That's what I'm talking about. Guys, come on!
That's the price you pay for living on the grid.
That's messed.
Super messed.
Dude, it is on!
Shut up! You have something that belongs to me. I just ask that you return it.
How high are you right now? Pretty high.
Are you ready? Welcome to the party.
Babatunde Adesola Johnson was born on December 30th, 2002. His parents and friends called him Tunde.
Tundi? How do you say it? It's Tunde. Tunde.
On the night of May 28th, 2020, Tunde Johnson departed this life.
I'm black and gay. And even those two hate each other.
People like Soren don't end up with people like you. They end up with girls like me.
I watch you hurt her every day.
Sorry, okay? I worry about how people would treat me if they knew.
He's gay.
No, he like me.
Sorry.
What are you talking about?
Have you ever been stopped by the police?
Did something happen? You comply and you stay silent. Your life is more important than your pride.
Suffering, like death, is guaranteed. In fact, the only thing equal about us, really, is we all hurt the same.
You do whatever it takes to get home safe.
Leave him alone!
don't know what's real anymore.
Marvel Studios' The Falcon and the Winter Soldier really shows off Bucky's best asset, that vibranium arm. But he can't do it by himself. He definitely got a little hand from VFX supervisor Eric Levin. Hey, Eric.
Hi, Lorraine.
So when you're reading a script and you see that Bucky is using his vibranium arm, what's the first thing that goes through your mind?
We start knowing that that's probably going to be a visual effects shot. The people at Legacy Effects who built the practical arm, the sleeve that Sebastian wears, the practical arm looks so good on camera, even if it's not perfect. It gives us so much reference and lighting detail and texture that we can base our CG asset off of. And yet it still sort of has limitations because at the end of the day, it's basically made of rubber, and rubber does not move or react or light the same way as vibranium. So we usually have to replace the arm in visual effects.
What does Sebastian wear on his arm to help you create the VFX?
Sebastian has a couple different options for arms, practically. He'll have a sleeve that goes from his wrist to his shoulder and tucks inside his shirt. He'll have a fingerless glove, or he'll have a fingered glove. Because depending on what he's doing in the scene, sometimes he might have to dial a phone or hold a fork, and he can't do that with a big heavy rubber glove.
So then how much of that rubber arm actually makes it into the final footage?
I would say it depends on the shot, maybe 40%, 30%. If he bends in the elbow, usually that has to be fixed. Usually there's a seam at the wrist that has to be fixed. And then depending the nature of the lighting in the scene, we'll have to replace it most of the time.
So one of the most surprising moments is when Bucky's arm becomes disconnected. Could you talk us through that scene?
The Dora Milaje have trusted Bucky to turn Zemo over to them in a timely manner, which he did not do. And so now the Dora get into a little tussle with John Walker, and basically when Bucky steps in to kind of put a stop to it, Io is able to very quickly detach the arm. And Sam even says, "Did you know they could do that?" And Bucky says, "No, I did not know they could do that." So since it was a Wakandan arm, the Wakandans put a little fail-safe in there, so if they ever got into a situation like the one that they did, they were able to hit a little magic code and the arm would just sort of pop off.
So obviously Sebastian Stan can't just pop his arm off. So what did you decide to shoot practically versus create with VFX?
We try to do as much practically as possible. We actually there was a detached arm that was built by the props department, so that at the very least, that was something we could drop on the floor and the camera operators would know kind of roughly how fast it would fall, where it would land. So we had that as a reference. Even if we were going to replace it, it was still great reference. And then Sebastian was a good sport about having his arm tucked behind his back and sort of, picking up this prop arm and pretending to connect it. One of the more interesting things he needed to do was, before he could put his arm into his shoulder socket, he needed to pull his sleeve up out of the way. And the low-tech solution that we came up with was to actually put magnets in the sleeve so that as he lifted up his sleeve, it would sort of stick on the top of his shoulder, and he was able to put his arm on that way.
So is there anything about that scene you think people might have missed?
So Io is basically touching there's some magical pressure point here, some magical button that's going to detach his arm. And Io knows where that is. Bucky's wearing a black shirt, and it's kind of hard to tell what's going on. So there were conversations about, well, should we have like a bit of energy glow? Should there be a little purple Wakandan energy signature or a little light to just help the audience figure out what's going on? So there were a lot of conversations about what color should this light be? How bright should this light be? What should the light do? So we ended up doing a very, very subtle light inside around his shoulder, and then a very subtle light that sort of travels down his arm. It's sort of a blink and you'll miss it kind of thing, but if you're looking for it, you'll see this little energy surge that goes through his arm.
So what has it meant to you to work with these two beloved characters in the MCU?
Oh, it means a lot. I mean, I'm obviously following so many great people before me, but now to be part of that universe and to know that, we're shepherding that stuff forward. There are a lot of firsts in this show. This is the first time we really get a look at Bucky's new arm. This is the first time we're using the new Endgame shield. It's such a big, enormous universe with so many cool people working together. It really is amazing to be part of that now.
Well, it's been amazing talking with you, Eric. Thank you so much. Everyone, be sure to watch all episodes of Marvel Studios' The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, now streaming only on Disney+.
I didn't realize Dad had so many paintings.
There was so much he wanted to do, right up to the end. He talked about coming up here and finishing everything.
I need to pick up my textbook for AP Chemistry.
Name?
Amara Caldwell. I just moved to the area.
previous owners stopped paying their bills, so the bank got everything, and now everything's ours. Turn this place into the most beautiful art gallery in the city.
Mrs. Caldwell?
Yeah.
I own the restaurant right around the corner. Carducci's?
Oh, nice to meet you.
Paul.
Diane.
How much is this one?
That one's $30.
Japanese steel. This is a $150 knife.
You can pay more if you want.
What happened?
In my imagination, opening an art gallery was a lot easier.
You know, the beginning is always the hard part.
It's him. I met a guy too.
Oh, yeah?
The cute guy from the art sale. I found his profile up front.
Amara, you're too young for that. Not till you're 18.
Come out on a date with me.
Like a date? So do you know what you want to do with the next chapter of your life?
Fall in love.
Me too.
Sweetie, I wish you would slow down.
Slow down? You're such a hypocrite.
I got you something.
Fake ID?
This older guy takes you out and gets you drunk, and you think he respects you.
You have no idea what you're talking about.
The door is open.
Mom! Oh!
You're all I think about.
I didn't know it could feel like this.
Open up! Pretty sure someone just tried to kill me.
What if the real creep is Mr. Nice Guy?
Hey. What's wrong?
Didn't you say you knew a guy? A private investigator?
Shane McCoy is actually Shane Barrow. Age 29, he's got an extensive record. He owned your building. Well, he called it before the bank foreclosed on you. It was his store.
If you see him again, I will call the police.
Give me a fair chance. Or are you gonna stand in my way?
Did you put something in my drink?
Amara?
Start gathering all the cash you can, and if it's enough, she might just live to see the sunrise.
Please, I haven't done anything to
Oh, but you stole my shop!
Hi there, my name is Marcus Lund. Music is my escape into something bigger than myself. It sort of made me the resident playlist doctor at my school. I really love sounds. Small sounds, big sounds, and everything in between. Spoiler alert, sometimes things change.
Because of the location of this tumor, you will lose your hearing.
I just can't help but thinking about all the sounds I'm never gonna get to hear. Plan was simple. I would road trip across America, recording all my favorite sounds before my surgery. The ultimate playlist of...
Holy shit!
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Wendy.
I'm headed to New York.
How long till we get there?
We?
Ooh, are those fun pills?
What?
Oh no, they're sad pills.
Look at those eyes.
What are you doing?
This is illegal. I'd totally go to jail for those eyes.
So why a playlist?
Watching people listen to it will be the next best thing to hearing it again.
You ready?
Okay, go. Life's worth of hearing crammed into just 1 month.
Stay by the door.
Marcus, what are the chances that we meet? It's crazy, but like, what if crazy was supposed to happen?
This is the last chance for me to hear what it sounds like to be alive.
I wish I could fly, but I can't reach. Now it's
Saying goodbye to something you love is hard.
above me. I open my eyes,
A million thoughts were running through my head.
you're the only one that knows me.
But now, I see that life without sound is beautiful.
Well, I wonder where I'm going.
Don't you know who this is? She was thinking of something more special.
I'm downright flashy, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Billie Holiday.
A
reporters keep asking me, Billy, why you do the things you do? This is what I tell them. We love you.
NAACP says Billie Holiday is the voice of our people.
I think we should integrate the audience for this show. Let's change it up a little bit. You know, blacks and whites sitting together.
You knew what you were getting yourself into when you decided to come on the road.
Get out my goddamn clothes.
I'm gonna take everything except your bra and your man.
Which one of my songs is your favorite song?
Strange Fruit.
It's a song about important things, you know. Things that are going on in the country.
This holiday woman's causing a lot of people to think the wrong things.
It's a starting gun for this so-called civil rights movement.
Those lyrics provoke people.
Y'all got a plan?
She's a drug addict.
Exactly. I cut Strange Fruit.
I want to sing the damn song.
It's for your own good, okay?
I sing what the fuck I want.
Southern trees,
Get her off that stage.
they're strange fruit.
They won't let me sing nowhere. No clubs, no money, no nothing. You gotta understand, baby, right now I'm in a situation.
Look, you said we could beat this, Billy.
I need something now.
Blood on the leaves.
You're like a hammer. Come right back and hit harder than before.
She's singing it for all of us. Ain't no other Negro star bold enough to do it.
Black bodies swinging
I'm being followed. I'm not gonna cower to no feds.
in the southern breeze.
She's made something of herself, and you can't take it because she's strong, beautiful, and black.
Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees.
You think I would stop singing that song? You grandkids will be singing Strange Fruit.
Je vais pas faire long, hein, vous inquiétez pas. Il y a environ un mois, Sonia m'a dit...
J'ai besoin d'une pause.
Pourquoi?
C'est censé durer combien de temps, une pause? Je me suis promis de ne pas contacter Sonia. Et puis aujourd'hui, j'ai craqué. Ça fait 1h11 qu'elle a lu mon message et qu'elle a toujours pas répondu. Pour ne rien arranger, je suis coincé à un repas familial où la conversation tourne actuellement autour...
Je fais du chauffage au sol.
Oh, dis donc.
Ah ouais, ça a l'air intéressant.
Ah bah oui, c'est intéressant.
Et toi, Adrien, tu en penses quoi?
Vous me demandez ce que je pense du chauffage au sol alors que j'ai envoyé un message à 17h24 et que j'ai toujours pas de réponse? Foutez-moi la paix, merde. J'adorerais pouvoir répondre à un truc comme ça.
Je crois que ça ferait très très plaisir à ta sœur si tu faisais un petit discours le jour de la cérémonie.
Oh putain, je l'avais pas vu venir celle-là. Pourtant, ça fait 3 mois que je me prépare au cauchemar de ce mariage. L'église, le vin d'honneur et surtout, la chenille. C'est une machine à broyer les orgueils. Si ça se trouve, c'est la meilleure chose qui puisse arriver, ce disco. Pardon, mais c'est vraiment pas marre de l'image qu'on a de toi dans cette famille.
Calmez-vous! Tu vas pas arrêter de faire du bruit. C'est super désagréable, en fait.
La noix de muscade, c'est une excellente idée.
Ta gueule. Il y a tellement de choses à dire.
Putain, merde, pardon.
Des choses qu'on se dit jamais parce qu'on pense que c'est trop tard.
Putain, mais tu vas me lâcher, oui!
Et en fait, je crois qu'il est jamais trop tard.
Et c'est cadeau!
Si se casse la gueule, ça veut dire qu'on passera notre vie ensemble.
Ok.
Ok.
Tuesday, January 1st, 1856. With little pride and less hope, we begin the new year. Who is that?
Good afternoon.
I'm Tally.
Abigail.
I hope I'm not keeping you from something.
I'm glad you've come. Meeting you has made my day.
Oh, how pleasant and uncommon it is to make someone's day.
guess I'm supposed to offer a toast.
What my husband means is he's so happy to finally get together. Do you miss me?
Yes.
Our farm is a slaughterhouse right now. My husband's killing his hogs. And I resolved to visit you so that there would be something in my day other than his meanness. So what do you think? What do you think about us?
I don't know how to put it into words.
It's been my experience that it's not always those who show the least who actually feel the least.
Now, 7, an earthquake knocked down our house and barn.
An earthquake.
The dread never fully went away. What was safe if the solid earth could do that?
When the day is done, my mind turns to her and I think, why are we to be separated?
I don't feel I have a wife. I have certain expectations and you have certain duties.
We shall sing like birds in a cage. We haven't seen you for days. Have you been ill? What is happening? Are you in danger?
I would die without you.
Do you know what memory it is that I most cherish? It's of your turning to me with that smile once you realized that you were loved.
Astonishment and joy. Astonishment and joy.
いいでしょ。
いい、すごいいいよ。
もしもし。子供を返してほしいんです。
里子が妊娠して出産してという可能性はないかもしれない。
養子のことを考えてる？
これさっきお腹をエコーで見ましたね。赤ちゃんがいた。
育てられないでしょ。
まだ中学生のやぞ。
お宅にね、育てていただきたいお子さん生まれましたよ。
あの子を産んでくださって本当にありがとうございます。
お願いします。朝とここにいたの？すごいね。パパ。
真実告知は必ずする。生みの親が別にいることを子供が小学校に上がる前までに必ず伝えてもらいます。
あの子の母親です。
あのお母さんはあなたではないと思います。
この方見覚えありませんか？
あの子はこの家の養子であることに何ら後ろめたいことなどない。
お母さんたちはどんな気持ちでいたと思ってんの？
周りに話すという脅迫のことです。
子供、私は産んだから。私はあの子の母親です。
あなたは一体誰ですか
？We can't sit at home waiting for news about adoptions.
We're never gonna find a kid.
They go so quickly. This is you.
What?
You took too long again.
Yeah, but it's difficult choosing a child from a photograph, isn't it? You want to get in there, kick the tyres a little bit. Are you set on a girl?
Girls tell you what they're feeling. They know how to ask for help.
You just sit on the sofa hugging a cushion, sighing louder and louder until someone asks you what's wrong. Boys are uncomplicated.
You all right then?
Yeah. You?
Yeah.
Not exactly what you wanted.
What is the one thing that we need to be able to take these kids?
Money, experience, preparation.
I know it's hard. It's a mammoth undertaking. And I should know I have brought up 2 happy, friendly, well-adjusted children. Out of 4.
Please, I'm having enough trouble getting my own family without keeping your one functioning too.
Okay, fine. We need to talk about childcare.
I've been babysitting.
It's not even called that when they're yours.
Just don't let them be fussy eaters. My friend Clayton only ate toast until he was 12, and now he's really into S&M. Has this helped?
Massively. What if it changes things?
Whatever happens, we'll be messing things up together.
We don't want to meet at this stage. It can jeopardise the adoption. Just pretend you're visiting the school and professional business.
If we're being other people, should we do accents? I can do American.
Show me.
Well, howdy, partner.
I'm going to stop you right there. It's absolutely perfect.
On your last visit to the school, did you happen to see a strange American woman bothering the children?
What? No.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, look, she says, lovely to see you both, and I'll be in touch soon.
Don't do that!
Marvel Studios' The Falcon and the Winter Soldier no doubt has some of the most high-flying VFX in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is why I wanted to talk to VFX supervisor Eric Levin. Hey, Eric.
Hi, Lorraine.
Now, the series has some incredible action sequences. What was your overall vision for those action sequences in the show?
What I really wanted to do for the big action sequences was, as much as possible, make things feel like they're grounded in reality. So obviously we don't have Anthony Mackie flying around in a real jetpack with real wings, but we want to make it feel like if he was, how would we film that? There are people who can actually fly. You have wingsuit pilots who jump out of airplanes. They all have little helmet cameras. Kari Skogland, the director, really wanted to bring that language to our show as well. So we actually have many shots where we've got an action cam in front of Sam's face or on the wingtip. And as he moves, we see the entire world move around him and things like that. And that was a really interesting new visual language to bring to the show that we haven't brought before.
I think that new visual language is really clear, especially when you look at other MCU characters who also fly. But what makes Falcon's flight so unique?
It was important for us to have Falcon feel like a different character. There are so many other characters in the MCU that fly. Like Iron Man, for example. He flies, but he has a different center of gravity because his engines are in a different place than Falcon's. He can hover in a way that Falcon doesn't necessarily hover. So we wanted to make sure that Falcon felt different and that we weren't sort of copying the flight patterns of other heroes.
Well, let's talk about where we really see this happening in the show, which is that big opening sequence.
It opens the show, so you're sort of dropped kind of right in the middle of it. Sam is kind of contracting with the Air Force. There's a terrorist organization out there that they think is going to kidnap an American Air Force plane. And so they're sending Sam in to go make contact with that plane, make sure everything's okay. They've lost contact with it. Then what he doesn't know is that these guys are expert wingsuit pilots, and they actually strap Captain Vassant to them and then jump out of the plane. So it was just sort of this amazing moment, like I didn't know they could do that. So now Sam has to chase after these wingsuit guys.
So the first thing that we see is Sam in the airplane and then he drops out backwards. How did you create that shot?
Yeah, that was a relatively straightforward shot. We've seen that sort of thing done before, so we wanted to make sure we put our stamp on it. Basically, he's in the real plane. There are pads below him. There's a blue screen surrounding the plane. And then when he falls out of the plane, somewhere in the middle of that process, we basically blend to a digital version of him. Ideally, the effect is seamless. You don't know where, Anthony starts and where the digital version begins.
That sequence is so wild. You really can't tell what's real and what was shot practically. How did you shoot the scene where Falcon lands on the plane? Is that shot in the air?
Not with a plane in the air, but with a plane on the ground. That was something that we previs that, so we saw like the sort of video game version of it where we had, Falcon kind of coming in and just sort of landing on the plane's cockpit. And we talked with the stunt coordinator and the riggers and figured out, I think we can do that for real. We're gonna be on an Air Force base. We have a real plane. And they would wire Anthony up on like a traveling harness that would actually fly him into the shot. And Anthony really did it. He actually flew onto the nose of an aircraft. In that particular shot, I think we replaced him completely at the beginning of the shot because we didn't like the trajectory at the beginning. And then we blended to real Anthony landing on the nose of the aircraft.
So the next crazy thing that happens is there are these wingsuit flyers weaving between the canyons. Did you work with real wingsuits?
Not only are we working with actual folks in wingsuits, but Captain Vassant is strapped to one of the wingsuit pilots.
In real life?
Yeah, and so that was the sort of thing, like, you know, in the story, he's strapped, you know, in the story, yeah, he's going to strap him and he's going to jump out. And I was talking with the stunt coordinator, and he said, oh, yeah, we can do that. What?
What?
Oh, yeah, no, we do it all the time. You just strap a guy to another guy, and he'll just hold on real tight, and they'll jump out of the airplane. Anytime you can do anything for real, you want to do it for real. I think what's really important in this, especially in a sequence like this, is even if, I don't know, 70%, 80% of the sequence is done on the computer, it's CG, but having enough of it to know that it's real and to be able to sell people, oh, they did that for real. That's a real guy jumping out of an airplane with someone strapped to his back. If you have enough shots in there that are real, I think it kind of makes the rest of the sequence believable. Then you start to question, wait, what's real, what's not, what's digital? And if you can't tell, that's the goal. Then it seems like maybe it was all done for real.
The show is action-packed from start to finish, and as we arrive at the series finale, we finally see Sam's heroic debut as Captain America. Could you talk us through that big final scene?
Yeah, so everything kind of comes to a head at the end. In our last episode, the Flag Smashers have basically, you know, they've sort of become radicalized at this point. Basically, they just take a bunch of hostages. So one of the Flag Smashers takes a bunch of hostages in a helicopter and is flying them all over New York City. Then there are 2 other trucks that are hijacked by the Flag Smashers. So everybody converges here. And at one point, Carly is just like, you know what, I can't take this anymore. And she's gonna take one of the trucks full of hostages and just drive it into a construction pit. And it looks like the truck is gonna hit the ground, but at the last second, Captain America shows up and saves the day. I remember hearing from Malcolm Spellman, the writer, that he really wanted to make this iconic moment of Sam as Captain America saving this truckload of people and pushing it back to safety. That was really important to him. To have a black superhero, you know, do that was really a powerful moment.
It really is such an impactful moment. How were you able to bring it to life with VFX?
It's sort of the same process. Again, it starts with the page. We'll start talking about, okay, let's look at some storyboards. What are the shots gonna look like? Are these wide shots? Are they tight shots? If they're tight shots, maybe we can do it on a blue screen stage. Can we get one of these trucks? Could we, you know, get it in a way that Anthony Mackie can actually get his body into it and get the performance that we were looking for? And so special effects actually came in and rigged up one of these giant Bearcats in a way that Mackie could actually push against and pretend he was pushing it up. We start figuring out what can be done for real from all the other departments who say what they can do. The pit itself, for example, was shot over a, I think it was 3-story parking garage. And 3 stories doesn't seem that dangerous when you're at the top. You want to make sure that if you fall in there that there's no chance of survival. So we might be able to film at this practical location, but we might need to take it over in visual effects and make it seem deeper. So we'll do some set extensions.
It's definitely an absolutely amazing moment in the show, but I'm curious, do you think there are any moments that people might have missed?
What folks certainly missed is that the outfit that Captain America wears, he has this cowl that I know everybody at Marvel was very specific about because it's based on the look of the cowl in the books. What I learned from the costume department, though, is that what they want is really, really hard to get in real life. I don't think there are any fabrics that can do exactly what they want, which is it needs to be stretchy, it needs to hug the face, but it also has to feel thick like leather, but it needs to flex like spandex. So what they ended up doing was they built something as close as they could possibly get it, and then depending how Anthony turned his head, you might get a huge wrinkle back here, or the cowl might separate from his face. So in many, many shots, we actually replaced that cowl so that it would stay snug to his face and look the way we wanted it to look. There are seams in the back of the cowl, and as we know, there are no seams or zippers in superhero costumes, so those all had to be replaced and touched up.
There are so many details that go into creating the VFX for a series like this, but what was your absolute favorite aspect of working on the series?
Certainly working with these huge action sequences was my favorite part of the show because there's just so much that goes into this stuff. There's so many moving parts. You get to work with so many different people, so many different departments, and bringing everybody's creativity to the table, working with just these amazing people to make these action sequences better and better and better was really, really fantastic. Some of these scenes we were working on them for over a year, and it was just really neat to see them from the very beginning all the way through to the very end.
Wow, Eric, it's been quite a ride. Thank you so much for talking to us. And everybody, be sure to go watch all episodes of Marvel.
We are Lady Parts. Here's a little something we thought you might like.
That is me, 26, Capricorn, finishing a PhD in microbiology. And this is Lady Parts. a confused mix of hash anthems and sour girl power.
Our sound is thin. We need something more. We need lead guitarists.
We don't need a wanky, self-indulgent guitar soloist jizzing all over our songs.
It's decided.
Who would have thought that our orbits were soon to collide?
You went to St. Abigail's primary school. You played guitar in the talent show.
You got expelled for selling school furniture.
Verily, 'tis I. Play something.
Play something. Play something. I don't perform. My nervy disposition induces diarrhea and vomiting.
Ew.
I vowed I would never perform again, but Lady Parts had other plans.
She's our guitarist.
It was kind of like therapy, but with a lot of screaming.
Hey, you got a problem with my lyrics?
You could do less, more. Hey!
To our newest band member, a delightful freak show, and our great new friend.
Wait! Am I really that bad?
You're that good.
We're sisters. Our music is about representation. It's about being heard.
You're in a punk band?
Yes, Ma.
And you haven't been... Or...
This is us, by us, for us.
Oh, yeah.
مزمل
ده ولدي مزمل. الخليفة قال لي بيموت يوم 22 حوالي.
مشابه
مزمل لا تعمل غربان.
والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت.
بدارك توصل لي بيت الإنجليز الكم مقفول ها؟
حرام بيع الخمر. جبت ده؟
هاي طبعا انت ما طلعت من الحله المعولقه دي، الخرطوم ما شفتها.
أنا ما عندي بكرة. حابسة روحك معي ليه؟
لبست الأسود في حياته ولا الحزن بقى عادة؟
انا لو مكانك
والله يا ولد ملك.
وبعد ما تم 20 سنه اطلع لهم رساله.
Hey.
Hi. Are you walking to school? What?
I don't know, it's just weird. I don't think we've ever really talked before. I don't totally know you. So, what do you think of high school so far?
It's okay. What do you think about politics?
What?
Sorry, I don't know.
Do you want to come over? So, what do you want to do?
I should probably go.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. So what is it like? Kind of like knowing someone really well, but differently than everyone else.
What's up with your girlfriend?
Why are you always asking about my girlfriend?
Dude, who gives? He's ignoring me too.
You're my best friend, Adam, and I don't want to bum you out.
Then why are you doing something that's bumming me out?
Hey, do I need to hide my sister?
Don't you get it? No one likes us together, so neither do I.
Wait,
What? You want to break up? Harper. It's always really hard working on something for so long and then, I don't know, it's just over.
Some of us are going to Ethan's after school, and you should totally come.
Yeah, I can go.
Dreams are my reality, the only kind of real fantasy.
Hi.
How's it going?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Me neither.
It seems as if it's meant to be.
Hey, did you come out here just to see me?
Yeah.